Oh, hey there, and
I
welcome.
was too fast there.
Here we go. Five, four, three, two,
No,
one.
keep it going. I fucked it up. It's all
Hey!
good.
It's
Welcome
okay.
to
You
the
just had
Ope
a
Eh
holiday.
three-way.
I really wanted that beer, okay? Like, I couldn't wait. You were dragging out the and I was just like, no, no, need this beer. I'm sorry. I
Yeah, we're in a rush
apologize.
today. I understand. No, no,
Welcome
I
to
got to
this
be more understanding.
episode of the Ope Eh three-way. Episode, is it 59?
58.
58.
58. Oh, yeah.
58 of the Ope Eh three-way. I'm Pierce. And Brandon, I'm stealing your thunder right now.
Go for
But
it.
I am joined by Brandon and Donnie, as always. How are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm doing all right. I'm tired as fuck. Donnie, I don't know about you.
I have a food-related reason to be tired as fuck. I have literally been eating turkey now for 4 straight days.
Yeah, happy Canadian Thanksgiving there. Belated, Don.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very happy. How did it come out?
Now,
How did the turkey come out?
Turkey came out very good. A couple other things that I did, I maybe made a couple little not I want to say mistakes. I just tried something a little bit different. I put a little bit of Parmesan cheese in the mashed potatoes. It was a little too much Parmesan cheese,
Ah,
just a little too
oh,
much, but it was still good otherwise.
debatable.
The gravy I could have made a little bit thinner. It was a bit of a thick gravy, but still tasted really good. So, but yeah, everything
oh,
kind of came out pretty well. Like it's a whole operation for it usually
Oh,
takes
yeah.
end to end probably about 5-ish hours or so. So it
so
was
Sounds about
Donnie,
right.
I have a question about your turkey. And this question is not from me. It's from our buddy Wells from Wells Mania, who me and Brandon were on his show on Sunday while you were making this turkey.
yes, apologies,
He was
Wells, for
curious.
not being able to make it to your show. I heard the guys had a great time, and I did see some good clips.
He was curious. Do you eat your turkey with real Canadian maple syrup?
No. Why the fuck would I? All right. So maybe some people do this and like that's their prerogative and all, but I've never been a guy to want to mix sweet and salty in the first place. So pineapple on
Hmm.
pizza is a crime.
Oh,
Disagree.
Chicago mix is a terrorist attack, as far as I'm concerned. When you
Chicago
wow.
get
mix.
like, you never had Chicago mix before? That's like caramel corn and pretzels
It's
and
caramel and cheese corn. Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, of course I have. It's delicious.
no, it's not. You're mixing sweet and salty. It's not okay. I'm the kind of
It's
guy that
I find it
when I'm
delicious.
eating a meal, I keep everything like each flavor pocket separate to where it belongs, right? Where it's like I don't want to
You,
have a mouth of corn with a mouth of potatoes. Those things are separate. They're independent. You know, I
do
need
you
to get
have
my
the plates have the divots in them at your house?
I do not have the microwavable meal plates. For perhaps I should,
Mm.
but I do not. I just
From fucking Zoo Pals, so
I,
you can put the corn and mashed potatoes in the ears.
I draw very definitive lines in the sand, so to speak, for my food as I eat them separately, of course. So no, no maple syrup on turkey. I will never try that. I'm not that Canadian, eh?
Yeah, he had
Oh,
a lot of Canadian questions that we could not answer, but
Damn,
he
I
said he
now
would
I
love
feel
to have you on.
bad. I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it. You can have him on
No,
here though.
he he wants to
always
come
have
on
one
our
here.
show. He wants to bring us back on sooner rather than later. We'll figure it out. Wells, thank you so much for having us. It was a great time. Go check
Yes,
out that
sir.
episode on his YouTube page. And you can check out this episode and all of our episodes on YouTube and Spotify and see our new posts on everything and see us talk shit on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and Dropkicked and Twitch eventually.
Oh yeah.
But
Yes, sir.
if we ain't got anything else, I think we should talk just for a minute about the past. So on this day, this is going off the website that I found. 1992, Matt Hardy debuted, and 93, Jeff Hardy debuted.
They
So
debuted on the same day, October 15th, on 2 separate years.
yeah,
Interesting.
apparently.
Maybe they
So
agreed to have like when one of them signed in '93, whoever it was. Was it Jeff that signed in '93?
The youngin.
I don't think either of them signed, but they in the next couple in '95, both of them were used as enhancement talent a few times.
Okay, interesting. That's so
Jeff
weird.
was underage and Matt was like
Yeah.
19.
Huh.
Yeah, legally or otherwise, they made it onto WWF TV.
Interesting. Okay, sorry, go on.
2006. I only got 3 things today, so we're keeping it very light, easy,
Oh.
breezy because Donnie wants to watch playoff baseball again.
Yeah, I need more pain in my life. But go ahead.
Right here with you.
2006, Insane Championship Wrestling was created and had its first show. If you don't know Insane Championship Wrestling, I believe it's a Scottish, UK-based promotion, and
Yep.
it was the beginning of the careers to people like Gunther, Joe Hendry, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, people like that. So congratulations to them. We hope you continue to thrive, and we hope to see who's coming next out of UK, the UK Indies.
I would have thought that without
Oh.
knowing exactly what it was, that it was like the Insane Clown Posse's wrestling company.
No, that's Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you for educating me even further. I appreciate that.
Which this is I'm gonna
JCW.
sidebar real quick. I worked at McDonald's when I was a teenager, from when I was like 16 to just before I turned 19. And one of my managers was a professional wrestler who worked in JCW
Okay.
and was part of Raven's flock, and he told me a bunch of stories that I should not share on here.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't put definitive names to anything that happened, you probably could, but that's okay.
He had a death match with Sabu, and he bled all over the place, and Sabu just gave him a giant bag of weed for
For the trouble.
Sounds right.
for the trouble.
That's funny.
For the trauma.
He said he was good friends with Natalia for a long time. So
Interesting.
shout out to Jason.
It's funny how everything comes full circle when you talk about one thing that goes to another that goes to another.
Right. And then could I get some geese?
Now, what kind of are we doing? Like, yeah.
Yep. Can I get a couple of those? Because happy
birthday.
birthday, Tamatanga.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, I'm down for that.
He just made his return.
And also welcome back,
recently.
Tamatanga.
Yeah, no kidding.
The good bad guy,
The best.
as he was known in Japan.
The best bad guy, as far as I'm concerned.
An
Need to see him-
OG Bullet Club member.
Need
a
to see him
Bloodline member.
slither around on the floor more. Very entertaining.
Yes.
And just a all around entertaining dude.
Hell yeah.
But
Hoping to get No
It's
Name
not-
Tim's theme song back. That would be sweet.
it's not
Ain't
gonna
nobody
happen.
rather than Gorilla. It can. They just got to put in the call.
It's
Anyway.
well, we're
Watch
gonna
some
talk
fingers.
about somebody else's theme that you don't like. We're gonna talk about Crown Jewel, which happened on Saturday, bright and early for us.
Yeah.
But not bright and early for those down under.
Down under. Nope.
Straya.
It was an 8 a.m. start time in the East Coast. So 7 o'clock it would have been for you guys. I was up. I actually watched the whole show end to end. I did get up for 8 o'clock to watch it. So when Brandon was asking questions about why things were happening, I was like, if you watch the show, you would know the answer to this.
Yeah.
I
It's
went
true. That
and
happened.
did karaoke Friday night, and then usually my body will still wake me up at like what. And I woke up and it was 9:15. So.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. That's the good thing about watching it on demand nowadays, is that you can just kind of. No, it's not like if you want to order the pay-per-view and then you miss out, you have to watch the last hour, and then you're gonna miss those 2 hours. You gotta rebuy it or whatever. Like, it's not like that anymore. So.
Right.
And speaking of that, for those who use Netflix for their WWE needs, NXT was taped. They did a back-to-back taping last week. So you could just skip through and watch what you wanted for NXT yesterday. It wasn't a live show.
Whoa. We don't skip through the content. We watch the entire show.
I was a little too tired, so I got the main points.
Man.
I watched the whole
Nachi's
show.
Our buddy
not
Matt
listening.
Cardona finally come back to WWE, even if he did not win.
It was literally an hour and 10 minutes once they cut the commercials out. It goes quite quickly. It's actually a great way to consume it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it makes the 2 and 2.5 hour shows much more palatable when they cut the because it just makes the matches
But the
flow a bit better
doom,
too.
doom, 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 and then the people just like standing there like this, and then
Yes.
it has a bunch of different languages.
Mjadi El Wapas or whatever. Like you see that one
Yeah,
all the
all
time.
that.
Yeah, Hamjadi El Wapas to all of you. But anyways, back on topic here. They were at the RAC Arena in Perth, Australia. Perth, Western Australia, just to be
Aha.
respectful of whatever provinces they have there. I'm assuming is it a province? Is it a territory? Is it a region? I don't think it's a state.
Technically part of the
I
Commonwealth,
want to
isn't
say
it?
it is.
It
I
is the
think.
Southwest Land Division of Western Australia. That's what it's called.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, land divisions. So,
Yeah, they do it their own way. That's fine.
yeah, I figured maybe it would have been more like province, being,
It
but
makes sense to me.
that's all good.
Part of the Commonwealth. I know that.
Yes, yes. Um, they had 3 shows there over the weekend. They did have SmackDown as well as Raw, which we'll talk about very briefly as relevant. I guess with SmackDown really quickly. Was there anything notable on SmackDown? Wyatt Six retained.
Wyatt Six versus MFT seems to be the
Yeah, MFTs
direction, which
came
I'm all
back.
for it.
Ah,
Tony
yeah.
came back.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Nakamura. Well, prior to that, Nakamura came back in his little more OG flair with his OG theme song.
OG theme, but still
Challenge.
had the
Um,
Titantron of his heel stuff, which was a little weird.
Right. It was a
Either
little
way,
perplexing.
still such a banger of a theme though.
It is. I was watching it
So
Funny.
good.
Friday morning, and I literally told Marta to stop what she was doing to listen to the song because she said I hate Shinsuke now because his song sucks, and I don't think that's necessarily the best reason to hate somebody, but
Brandon.
Well, yeah, I figured that was gonna,
I wasn't even doing
we'll
it
we'll,
for
we'll
that
get to that.
reason. But I wasn't even bringing that up for that reason, but that also works there.
It was a nice
Um,
catch.
yeah, so there was not much on SmackDown, admittedly. So going into Crown Jewel, only 5 matches on the card, so typical
As expected.
New Age Triple H B or C show. We start off with Bronson Reed defeating Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight in 21 minutes.
You were correct, and I'm glad you were.
Damn right I was. I called it to the letter too. Said the Usos would fuck
Even the
up.
cricket bats
I mean, it's not a
and the rugby
Donnybrook.
balls.
It's not a Donnybrook, but
It basically is a Donnybrook.
yeah. But yeah,
Instead of shillelaghs, they had cricket bats.
Usos fucked up. Bronson Reed wins.
Jay specifically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't want to see them till Christmas, which
Yeah.
is one of the most hilarious lines ever said on WWE television, if I'm being 100% honest. Yeah, it was a good match. Right person won. Probably leads into War Games. Well, actually, I don't know.
Wow, 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 wow,
Now
wow, 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 wow.
Nah.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
it's
Yeah.
everything is up in the fucking air right now. We'll get to why in a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either way, right person won. Tell me, guys, do you know the people who have pinned Roman Reigns in singles matches in this decade?
In
Two
this
people.
decade, it would be Bronson Reed and Cody Rhodes.
That's the list.
Solo Sikoa didn't
In
pin him.
in singles matches, nope.
That was a tag match.
In other matches, it's been those two. It's been Jay. It's been
Was Baron Corbin in 2019 or in 2020?
Corbin was 2019
Yeah,
because
19. Barely missed the cut.
that was the big dog, not the
Yeah,
tribal
Yeah.
he
chief.
could have been the big dog though,
King
still
Corbin.
before even the pin.
Oh, it's 2019.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
Tribal Chief only took 2 L's.
Now Bronson Reed deserved the win. Like it, ignoring what happens later on and even on Raw, the more these guys lose, the less relevant they become. And
Mm-hmm.
Roman already won one of the matches, so having Roman win again, like I didn't see the need for it. So I'm glad Bronson won.
It would be closer to a burial more than anything if Roman would have won.
Certainly more of a burial than what happened at WrestleMania.
Yes.
I will say I did not take into account enough, and this is day one ish, and I don't mean to quote, but uh, to think that I underestimated how much the Vision and the Usos would get involved in this. I don't know why. When I first made this prediction, I was thinking it'd be more like a 1v1 affair. In
Well, it's
that
an
case,
Australian
Roman certainly
street
would have had
fight.
the advantage. Oh, I know. I'm just like, I just figured it was like the two of them with weapons, and then like, I don't know. I had blinders on for whatever reason when I was making that prediction. But yeah, I'm totally cool with Big Bronson Reed getting the win here. I'm glad my prediction was wrong in this case. Um, yeah, they've Cole even said it. It's about as big as winning a world title in this day and age. So,
Yep.
I mean, good on them for putting Bronson over in his home country. Um, good on Bronson
You're
for having a hell of a match
sure it's his home
besides.
country?
Hmm?
Are you sure it's his home country?
Is it New Zealand? It's not Samoa.
I believe
He's the
Bronson is a
Aus.
New Zealander.
Bronson Reed
He's the
was
Aus.
born in Adelaide, South Australia.
Oh,
He's
there
the
you go.
Auszilla. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they could have just been saying
That's the on
And
that.
his
he is
jacket.
billed and he's billed from Black Forest, South Australia.
There you go. Well, this is
Oh,
Western Australia.
kind of like how Kevin Owens was the face of America there for a bit. He's just lying
That was
to
bad.
everyone.
That was bad.
But yeah, good for Bronson.
Next up for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, Stephanie Vaquer defeated Tiffany Stratton in 10 minutes.
This should have went another 10. It seemed like it was finally getting into gear at that 10th minute, and then it just ended. Especially for something as big as A, the Crown Jewel Championship, which they're actually showing the belts now. Stephanie brought it out on Raw. And B, having it be Tiffany's first like real loss this year. They deserve more than 10 minutes. If Tiffany's been undefeated this entire year and somebody beats her in 10 minutes, that doesn't look good for the rest of the SmackDown roster in my eyes.
I mean, of the matches that were on the card, this one made sense to be the shortest.
Yeah, but I think maybe it should have went 15.
Yeah, I could hear an argument for more time for sure, but I don't think yeah, 15 probably would have been good.
I think it should
Either
win
way, I
17.
think the right person won. It stamps Stephanie as the future and the going to be the biggest star in the near future. Wherever either of these go, it'll be good. I think Tiffany is going into another Jade Cargill match, I think.
Oh
But
boy.
Can't
I
wait.
guess we'll see what happens. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll echo that. I mean, it was a very short match. The ending was kind of for someone who's been as a champ as long as Tiffany Stratton, 280 some odd days, in spite of her relative lack of experience. It still looked weird that she got caught up in like missed a finisher only to get caught in the other finisher. And I mean, they were starting to build some really good chemistry and momentum in the match. And I mean, it's certainly not the last time these two are going to face each other. Um, but yeah, for the Crown Jewel Championship, and especially all things considered, and I get they are, rocketing Stephanie to the moon with as much as she's accomplished in what, a little over a year within the company.
In this year, she's been NXT North American champion, NXT champion, um,
At
world
the same
champ,
time,
and there's one other one, and now Crown Jewel champ. So,
yeah, she'll likely get all the rest of the accolades here within the next 2 to 3 years, I would say.
and she does not need a
Um,
gimmick change or entrance change.
Debatable, but
Not debatable at all.
No,
I feel like
it's definitely there's no
eh,
I no, it's not debatable. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
I'm debating it. I'm debating it, is what I'm saying.
Moving
It's
on.
fine. It's fine. That's all it is.
This half of the cast does not want to debate, is what it comes down to.
That's okay. I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it is debatable because I will debate it. That's all I'm saying. We don't have to do that today. We got hot takes quarter 4 coming up.
There's a lot worse theme
Looking forward
songs
to it.
than that one. A lot.
Well, apparently, a lot of people are complaining about their theme songs. I'm going to sidebar us. I don't know if you saw this. There's been a report that people are wanting to go back to their older theme songs. I mean, Shinsuke went back. Somebody else went back this week too.
Um,
It was on Raw, I believe.
was it someone? Oh, Street Profits went back.
Yeah,
That
Street
was
Profits went back.
I didn't care for that one too much. I like their newer one, or I was getting more into it, I should say. But it almost seems like gimmick reversions in a way too, because you had. I mean, I didn't see Profits. Did they? Are they kind of back into their getting back to like cups and like wanting the smoke again, or?
They've always wanted the smoke. That hasn't
Well,
changed.
sure,
Well, they're not
but are
heels.
they?
They're not really heels.
They're not heels.
They're just kind of,
So
I don't know. That stems a whole other discussion on who they are and what they are, but they're not really like outward heels like they were when they had that shift to that music.
okay, so they're not. Did they drop the whole aesthetic that they had going on for the last few months?
Well, I mean, they've been losing for the last few months, so they lost
Yeah.
to
Well,
what
I mean,
Wyatt
like,
Six,
I'm
what,
just
three times?
right. No, I'm just
Yeah.
wondering. Because again, I didn't see it. Like, if they went back to like, like the face, quote unquote, Street Profits, that whole look and everything else.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say definitively. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll give it a peek ski later. But
Let's talk about the best match on the card.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. John Cena defeated AJ Styles in 27 minutes.
This was incredible. It was a genuine love letter to 21st century professional wrestling. So many callbacks to other rivals. Cena wrote AJ his own intro for Alicia Taylor to say, and AJ apparently did not know, and you could tell like it meant a lot to him. I mean, Cena does not have 5 moves of doom. He has 30, but he only needed 5 for 20 years. And I mean, they pulled out everything. I mean, a tombstone, a choke slam, a Sister Abigail, which then everybody put up the fireflies, and you could tell he was getting very emotional for it. Uh, AJ brought out the Coquina Clutch, the Angel's Wings, the Fade to Black. Like there were so many moves that they used for people, and it was just awesome. And it might be recency bias, but this might be my match of the year at this point. And like it was that damn good. And I'm glad that they did this match. And they can say it wasn't on the books. We know it was on the books. But this was a match for the fans, and they showed out, especially because these two are going to be no longer wrestling within the next calendar year. So
yeah, that's a shame.
thank you to both of them. That it was just a beautiful match.
Yeah, no, completely agreed. I feel like this kind of match is one that these two guys pretty exclusively could put on with each other. Just with everything that they meant to, like you said, the last like 20 years of pro wrestling. Um, I was telling Wells and you, I was like, when I was 15 back in 2005, I saw that issue of PWI that had both him and AJ, Cena and AJ on the cover with AJ wearing that vintage gear like he wore it on Saturday. I mean, that was again like it was like Sting and Taker, right? Or it was like Austin and Hogan, like in the NWO era. Two guys who you never ever thought would see cross paths in the same company because they're just so emblematic and definitive of their, you know, respective brands. And we got the rivalry out of it like almost 10 years ago now, which is crazy to think. Just how fast time flies from that, and then how long that moment was from the previous moment, which I was just talking about, when they were both the hood ornaments of their respective companies. But yeah, it was a great match. It's bittersweet to look back at it because it is the last time these two are facing each other, and also like just how many guys are you going to get like that? Like, I don't know if you get like in the future, like WWE, like say AEW putting on a match like that, where you have one guy who is definitely WWE and one guy who is definitely AEW without any crossing of any sort. And they finally come to a head after years of like competing with each other across brands. Um, last of a dying breed, man, and it was really cool. It was really cool to see all the fans paying homage to AJ and to John. Um, yeah, you're not going to see anything like that anymore, I don't think. But what were your thoughts, Don?
I'm going to be on the controversial side here a little bit. I sometimes believe that too
Oh
much
Lord,
fan service is too much fan service. I think this match was a good match. Don't get me wrong. I felt like there was too many spots highlighting others and not enough highlighting their own capabilities.
that's fair. I see what
Ah,
you're saying.
Like AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers that we can say we've ever seen in his body of
Yeah,
work, and he didn't do as much on the throwback side. He did Sweet Chin Music. He did what else did he do? He did the
the Coquina Clutch, uh, the Angel's Wings, and Fade to Black or the Dead Eye.
yeah, I remember the Dead Eye. Yeah, it was. He has such a diverse skill set that spending even like a third of his time doing others' move sets, I wasn't a big fan of that. Cena, I mean, it's a different story. Talk about 5 moves of doom, whatever. But
More like 30.
yeah, he was in it. He's been in his bag the last few matches for this kind of stuff, so I'm not surprised to see it happen. I don't want to be like a huge hater of it, but like sometimes I just want to see what these guys are good for, and it's not Sister Abigail's and choke slams, right? Not again, not to be too controversial. I think the match was good, but I was a little lower on the. And I've said this before. The tombstone is a finisher for everybody. Like it's not a setup move. Give me a fucking break.
Fair.
I
It was
I definitely
wild to
see
see
it.
Cena pull it out, though.
Yeah, I mean I said it about MJF. I've said it about Okada. Now apparently I'm saying it about John Cena. It's a finishing move. It's not a setup move. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, set up move to a finishing move that everyone's kicking out of when he hits it like 3, 4, 5 times in a match.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
which he did in this match actually.
Yes. Yes.
So, um, I get it. Yeah, I hear you. At the same time, I feel like we definitely did get arguably some of John Cena's best matches, especially in the latter half of his career, came out with AJ Styles. And we got a trilogy out of that. I feel like when you consider the fact that AJ effectively announced his retirement, and then John Cena is well on the way to his with less than 5 days left now, and this being his last international show, this is one of those rare circumstances, and this is part of why I say that only these two guys really could pull this match particularly out because they have the experience and the skill set and to do this right, like to put on a match like this and say like we've done it all. Like these are the people who effectively like have had a huge influence in our careers, so it's kind of an homage to that. It's all homage,
I
right?
get
The
it.
whole the
Yeah, I
title
get it.
tour is homage.
It just felt like a bit much for me. That's my
That's
problem.
fair.
Completely fair.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated the Kabuki Warriors in 20 minutes.
I thought this match was good. It was fun. Would have preferred the Kabuki Warriors to win, but I understand it's Rio as they are now known. Yeah, I mean, was what it was. Asuka, Kyrie took a bullet for Asuka, and that led to the finish, which I liked. And now Asuka is even more crazy, seeing how she slapped the shit out of Kyrie on Monday.
He sure did.
And and where it goes from here, I don't know. I think it's still going to be quite a fun ride. Asuka's turned up to 11 right now, and that's the best kind of Asuka. So
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
fear the Empress because she will cut your fucking head off.
Yeah, particularly if you're Kyrie Sane, which to her credit, she fucking made everybody look great in this match. She was taking some crazy ass bumps. She's so fucking talented in and of her own right. that it's weird to see her be like the obvious weak link in this match.
And
It went like I called it, right? Like Io, I mean, with the storyline, I get that she's in Australia and it makes sense for Rhea being the dominant figure in the match to probably be the one to take the pin. I'm glad Io got it over Kyrie, if for no other reason than to continue to add layer to that particular storyline. Rhea and Io, I think they got good potential to add some vibrance to the tag division for a brief bit, if only. I mean, yeah, I know.
it's
I do
very
not
much
want to see Io Sky and Rhea Ripley as tag team champions. It's already
I think that's
it's bad enough
I think
with
that's where it's going.
like Charlotte and Alexa are already being taken away from their respective brands to be tag team
Yeah,
champions, and it hasn't helped that brand. I don't necessarily think that just doing the same thing but on Raw is a good idea either.
that's
so.
fair.
Now that we're speaking of Kyrie, she's the one who got her old entrance theme back. She got it back on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yep. Um,
Kyrie's
yeah, no,
great.
I see what
Yeah,
you're
no,
saying.
Kyrie's great. I think like this
Yeah,
whole spot because it's when she left WWE for a bit, take a break. She did a few matches internationally. She was very, very well received as one of the best, still to the best women that was not in North American wrestling. Right? Her,
yeah.
Saray was another one that left NXT and had that happen.
Julia, Stephanie
Yeah,
Vaquer. I
but
mean,
when she was on the main roster before and when she came back to the main roster until recently, she's just kind of a passenger because and this is very typical for WWE booking. They're not very high on booking international stars, specifically ones that don't speak English very well. We've seen
Hmm.
this with many luchadors. We've seen this with many Japanese wrestlers. We've seen it now again multiple times with Kyrie. It was hard to find something to make her stand out rather than just be a lackey or a third wheel in whatever damage control was by the tail end of it. And now with this kind of character that she is in relation to who Asuka is right now, it's probably the best work she's done in WWE to date. At least on the main roster. Can't speak so much for NXT. I didn't watch it when she was there and she was champion.
she
But
was great in NXT.
yeah, like
Like, genuinely great.
just from a
In ring
sheer
was fine.
character perspective, it's the best she's ever been. And I don't think it's particularly
Oh
close
yeah,
either. It
no,
makes me actually care about seeing what she does next. And that's as good of a compliment as you could give any wrestler, I think, when they're already very good in the ring. So big kudos to what Kyrie's been doing over the last while.
yeah, completely agree.
And the match
Yeah,
itself was,
it beats Pirate Princess.
yeah, the match itself is the match, right? Like,
Pirate Princess is still fine.
yeah, she's got a one of those like
It's
telescopes.
fine, Brandon. It's okay.
Eh.
She got
She
introduced
put
as
the
that like three
telescope to
weeks
this
ago.
bedazzled eye patch when she came home one time. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Oh yeah, Annie Hoodle. But yes, kudos to Kyrie. Yeah, she'll get her breakout probably hopefully by next year. But she deserves to be in main event talk as much as either Asuka or Io.
You could very much, depending on how they book this story, you could put her as a dark horse for the Women's Rumble right now.
Depending on how they book it, we'll see.
Yeah, it would depend on who's champion by that time. I don't think you can really tell a compelling story. Same kind of concern I had with Io being the winner of the Rumble last year. It's hard to tell a compelling story necessarily, depending on who's champion or who's not. They were able to make it work with the whole Rhea can't beat her dynamic, so to speak. Adding Bianca, I don't think was necessary, but they did what they did. Um, Here, it's like there needs to be certain people in order for her to tell
If
that story.
if Asuka becomes the champion, then they can do it. But they have to. I don't know what their plan is because all their plans for this women's division on Raw kind of got thrown out the window after Naomi, got pregnant.
Yeah,
So
and Liv Morgan got injured too,
yeah,
Yep,
right?
can't forget
Which
that.
I mean, let's be honest here.
She'd
Liv
be back
Morgan
for the
is
Rumble, I want to say.
still got to be the front runner for Women's Royal Rumble winner, assuming she's
Yeah,
healthy.
it's
yeah.
her
I
or
mean,
AJ Lee
that's
at this
projection.
point.
Yeah, I could see it being AJ Lee as well, but like she's been so sporadically used. Like I thought she
Yeah,
was coming back full time, but she's been on what twice,
She,
once or twice.
yeah, I mean, she also has a bunch of outside contractual obligations. Like she writes movies, she does TV shows. Like she has a bunch of other stuff going on outside WWE. So maybe she just came in for that cup of coffee, and then she'll come back full time starting next year.
Man, maybe it's possible, but I would still put Liv Morgan as the front runner personally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, this was a fine match. Expected result. Not overly shocked with anything that really happened there. Main event: Seth Rollins defeated Cody Rhodes for the WWE Crown Jewel Championship in half an hour. It was just shy of half an hour.
Yeah, this was the right winner. Don't know if I love I mean, the coast to coast headbutt is one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life because that was just straight up for the love of the game type move. And it may not have worked out in Seth's favor, honestly,
No,
with what we know now.
when I saw that replay back, and I see the dialogue online associated to his knee injury and how that looked. The knee injury did not look like a knee injury when it happened. All the clips that you saw, it wasn't particularly
It looked like maybe
definitive.
he just kind of straightened his knee and fucked it up,
Yeah.
which happens.
Whereas the
But with
way
this,
that he
this is
landed on his
ugh,
arm, his elbow, his wrist, I think it was his elbow mostly looked like, or maybe his
hmm
and
wrist.
shoulder,
Is that what they were seeing? His shoulder? Like,
saying he tore his rotator
yeah.
cuff.
oh, is that did
He was
that
in
come
a
out today
sling.
that he
Yeah,
tore his rotator cuff?
That okay?
yeah,
Again, because of who it is, I don't know if I fucking believe it at
Nah,
all.
I don't think they could do it twice so soon. I would be shocked.
yeah.
And like that was a
But
legit bad landing.
yeah, they're saying torn rotator cuff and is going into surgery, quote unquote, immediately. With that said, well, let's talk about the match, and then we'll talk about
Match
what
was good.
happens
I mean,
next.
the match was good. I think Seth's character throughout really shined as the really having a tough time deciding what to do, how to do it in order to win, getting really frustrated, trying to win on his own merit. As a heel, trying to win on his own merit. And then eventually, he went for the watch and he didn't use the watch, still couldn't do it. Then went back to the watch and finally used it to win. Um, that I think that was a good arc for Seth to have, especially if like
It
now
was
with what
booked as
happened.
perfectly as well as it could have been.
I think now with what happened too, it's almost like beneficial that they booked it that way, where he actually seemed like a on the fence, kind of doing the right thing, like trying to win the right way, and then proceed to be attacked by his faction on Raw, which everybody knows about now. I think that sort of character development actually works very well with what ended up happening afterwards as a result, for whatever his comeback might be, assuming that he is injured.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
assuming, because with this guy, we could never fucking tell again.
Nah, it's definitely an injury. It's got to be an injury.
yeah. I don't think they go to the well like that. Not for, within that short span of time. And I feel like it just sets bad precedent in general because
I
people will
don't
always
trust
be
this
like, oh,
motherfucker. I don't
understandable.
trust him.
Understandable. And Triple H has made some relatively questionable booking decisions over the last year, but I don't think this is one where he goes to the well twice.
Well, the
I
only
think this could be
reason. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No.
I think the only
The only
reason that they
reason
might want to go back to the well for this is because of who the number one contender is for Saturday night's main event, the first weekend of
Right.
November. That's the only
yeah.
reason. And even that is like you already
At that
screwed
point,
him once.
you're jumping the shark.
Yeah, I agree.
And either way, it's the right winner. I always like seeing the super stomp come up when he pulls it out of his bag because nobody should ever kick out or get up from that. That should be that's it.
Should be.
The only other one that's like a super finisher for him is like the double stomp that he did to Roman at the Rumble because that just was fucking that one
Oh,
looked
that looks
insanely brutal.
hilarious. That was great.
Oh, the M Bison.
Yeah.
Just
Like he's
Yeah.
auditioning for Street Fighter.
Literally the M Bison. There's no better way you could say that. That was a gnarly one.
Uh, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
the right
speaking of
winner. Good match. I don't like the top rope crossroads being kicked out of because that's only the second time we've ever seen it used. The first time was against Darby, who I thought was maybe the only person crazy enough to take it, but Seth Rollins does exist, so that makes sense. Yeah, right winner, good match. We'll talk about where we think it goes from here in a minute. Brandon, what were your thoughts?
Oh, I was going to say, looping back to Seth and Roman together, I find it interesting that we talk about character arcs too. Both Roman and Seth kind of have a similar predicament where there's a lot of feeling that neither of them can really win on their own. And you brought up a point that maybe this would have led to some sort of an alliance, like an odd sort of variation on the two-man power trip coming down the road, because like they both have this similar issue, or like they both have. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. They both have some commonalities. We'll say this, but I find it interesting that now this is sort of a rhymey-dimey setup that you got here between these two guys. Um, I mean, does it lead to them being together? I don't think so, because of the fact that they both are trying to do it on their own. But maybe this gets referenced again somewhere down the line in some way, shape,
These
or form.
these two should not come together until they have their definitive one-on-one match, which Roman should probably win.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean,
I'd say that's accurate.
Seth was the only person to beat Roman when he was champion until he lost to Cody. Roman's only singles
Yeah.
loss by DQ was to Seth Rollins at the Rumble.
Every
And
other
Yep.
time they faced, Seth has beaten him.
yeah, so
It's Seth is Roman's Cody essentially. He's the one thing that he cannot get over. Until he can beat him, he cannot evolve and truly change.
yeah, and to talk about Cody a little bit, I know we're talking about Seth a lot here. Cody could take the loss. Cody doesn't really, quite frankly, have anything overly interesting going on right now on SmackDown. I think that's
No.
just indicative of the entire SmackDown
Yes.
roster, more or less. Though I will say,
Well,
okay,
well,
going back, that last man standing match was pretty fucking sick on SmackDown. Didn't talk about that, but Zelina Vega now with Aleister Black was a good little touch that they
choice.
had there. Yeah, because God knows
Very,
Zelina's
very good
doing
choice.
nothing either.
Maybe
But
that's one thing interesting to know about SmackDown. There
I
seems to
guess
be a shift in the writing,
isn't it the
if
next?
nothing,
Is
this
it
one
this
episode.
Friday that apparently there's a number one contenders match between Drew and Jacob,
yes, that is correct.
which
Yeah.
either of them are very good options. I don't think Jacob's going to get the win. I think somebody's going to cost him, and that's going to be Jacob's next point. Maybe it's Tom. I don't want it to be, but like they do have that. Tom was with Jacob before he came back, so it's very much they could do something there. But wherever they go, I'm fine with it, especially because Drew and Cody's story is not over one bit because that ref tried to fuck on Drew at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah. Drew has grievance.
And WrestlePalooza is
And yeah,
legitimate.
that that match deserved to be a lot better than it was, I'll say.
And
So
speaking of WrestlePalooza, the ESPN writer gave it a B this time. They said that I Wells read us the whole synopsis, and they were saying it was like a shoddy start and the street fight that was tame. I was like, yeah, it was a tame street fight, but this isn't fucking AEW. And on top of that, this was the story for the street fight is really what carried it. So I was fine with it.
Yeah, yeah.
it was fine.
Overall, what do
Once
you want to give the
again,
card?
doesn't matter. One person's opinion.
No, it
Shut
doesn't.
the fuck up about it. Um, I I'm gonna go. Wells Mania. I said B plus. I'm still in that. I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it was a very very good B show, and I'm somebody that doesn't like the crown jewel shows, so I will.
They're canon. No
Yeah.
matter what you want to say about it, they're canon.
Well, now they're
True.
showing the fucking things on the belts on Raw, so it's something.
Even when they go back to Saudi Arabia, it's still going to be canon.
Yeah, I know, but It's just Survivor Series brand warfare. They have to stop all storylines to do it. That's why I don't like it.
Oh, they'll bring it back at Survivor Series. It'll be fine, hopefully. But uh, I'd say this is a. If we're given letter grades, I'd say this one is a solid B plus. I retain that grade.
We always give numbers on this show.
Okay, well, clearly I was mistaken. In that case, I am giving it an 8.25.
Okay.
Can we use decimals on this show?
Yeah, you can use decimals, but we've always given number grades
What
on
if
this show.
what if this show was in the Tokyo
So I
Dome?
must have lost. Well, Tokyo Dome. I mean, it's right there, right? They could have just
I don't know
hopped
why
on a
Pierce.
fucking charter
I
plane.
think Pierce brought up the letter because he had to put the letter. Like your guys' grading was on the other show
I
that you
thought
were
we
on.
made a transition.
No.
Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah.
talking about on Wells. That's what we did on Wells. We graded it with a letter. Donnie, score of 1 to 10. What are you thinking?
That's a 7. I think it's a 7 for me.
That was
Like
an emphatic 7. Damn.
it's a 7. Like it was a good show. Like I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna go on a big rant about how numbering conventions are. Like a 7 out of 10 is good, right? Like if you told me the movie that you're gonna go see is a 7 out of 10, I'm not gonna feel bad about wanting to watch it, right? Like it's an enjoyable show, but did it advance
You got to
much
remember
as
the American. You got to remember the American grading system.
did it?
7 out of 10 is a C. So
It's fine. Like, did it advance much as far as storylines go? I don't think it did. To your point, right? They kind of interrupt stuff to do this whole brand warfare thing.
but the
Um,
storylines that they did advance, they advanced them very, very well.
well, I mean, they advanced one out of those 5 matches, I would say. What?
Mm,
The
Did-
Usos and Roman,
Sure, I'll give you that one.
Seth beating Cody, and then what happened on Monday?
Even that's like, there's no continuity there between them after this. So like,
and then Rhea and Io and
that's a
the
pretty
Kabuki
definitive
Warriors.
result, though, right? Like they extended the story on Raw, but like on the show itself, it was a pretty emphatic and definitive win.
But it being a B show, you can expect it to be extended. That's
Uh,
my point.
yeah, but like that's where I'm coming from, right? It's like nothing there was like can't wait to watch Raw on Monday because of what happened here, outside of probably the first match of the night.
Yeah, that's fair.
My opinion. Match quality was good overall, but again, I want to be consistent in my critiquing because I don't want to seem like I'm just a big AEW hater. But I want to be even on my criticism, and if the storylines aren't engaging enough to want me to specifically, and I mean, I watched Raw at 8:15. I think I tuned in on
I didn't.
Monday.
I had to work.
Yeah, well, I had a holiday, so haha. And even if I didn't, I'd still watch it. Who am I kidding? But yeah, like I watched Raw and it was fun, but I wasn't like, oh man, can't wait to watch Raw, like what happened after, let's say, Elimination Chamber,
That's fair.
right?
mm.
So, just
Well,
for
yeah, you're probably hyped
context.
as shit after the chamber.
Oh hell yeah! Who wouldn't be?
No, I wouldn't.
Speaking of
Sheesh.
chambers in Chicago this year, I might, maybe I take a little drive. We'll see.
Could be worth
Little
it.
drive ski.
We're looking.
Yeah.
We're talking to Wells. He does this. There's an Indiana convention called Squared Circle Expo that he's like a part of, and it's becoming one of the biggest wrestling expos in the Midwest every year. And we're talking to him. Maybe go down there and check it out. Maybe do some more interviews. So we'll see what happens this next year.
Cool. Now we have to preview very quickly WrestleDream.
Before that, you mentioned
Oh.
you being a hater.
Yeah, okay.
2 in a row, buddy.
What are you talking about?
2 in a row.
What are you talking about?
Fantasy football.
Oh wow. Wow. Hold on. Now we gotta yeah. So you're what, two and 4?
Yep.
Wow. You're a little bit better than the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Very
It
good.
stands for
He used to
something.
be pretty
The
stalwart.
Ravens are the best, worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, there's something. I'm 4 and 2 for what
You
it's
got
worth.
Jackson and Harry. Oof.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
just
beat up.
wanted to. I know you didn't get a chance to talk about it in the beginning because our beginning kind of got fucked up. So
Yeah, that's okay. No, I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, I am 4-2. I'm currently, hold on, let me see here. My fourth? I'm fifth at 4-2, which is like our league is very top heavy, clearly. Because
I am ninth.
sixth place is 2-4, so you could be sixth in my league. But um, yeah, thank you, Jamar Chase, for showing up again. It's nice. Okay, WrestleDream. WrestleDream is this Saturday?
Sunday.
Saturday.
I think
Saturday.
it's Sunday.
Saturday.
Is
Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. From
Is it another
the
midday show?
Saturday.
Chai Fetz Arena in St. Louis, Missouri. It doesn't say anything about it being a midday show. I don't know what time it starts. There's not a WWE
I
show
think
this weekend, is there?
no.
Yeah, so it should be
No.
fine to be an evening show.
I mean, for the safety of everybody, midday in St. Louis sounds the best
I
on a
mean,
Saturday, quite frankly.
And for AEW shows, midday sounds the best.
oh yeah, it gives them an excuse to go fucking 24 hours if they want to. Jesus fucking. I actually did do a feedback survey from. They sent me one of those stupid automated surveys about All Out, and I was like, the show is too long. I shouldn't have to be there for over 7 hours to be able to see everything. It's fucking
And you were
stupid.
like,
Fair.
my goddamn
Agreed.
media pass, you
No,
assholes.
I didn't even talk about that. I said like I was honest. I was like, matches were okay. Like they're good matches, like that part is fine. Like it was a good experience, but like it just goes on too fucking long. I shouldn't have to be in an arena for 7 goddamn hours to be able to see every match. That's so stupid. But
Yep.
anyways,
I
Yeah,
feel that.
fair.
good
I
news on
feel
this
it.
one for so far, which I'm sure this will change in about, or maybe it already changed right now since Dynamite's live as we speak. There's only 6 matches on this card right now.
Wow. Double
Yeah,
it up, baby.
yeah, it easily got to get doubled up. Uh, We have, I'm just going to read top down. I know these are not in any logical order here, but oh god, there are some dumb matches on here though. Oh boy. Uh,
See?
okay, well, I brought that up, so let's Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. So Jack Perry and Luchasaurus versus Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, where the winners receive a $500,000 cash prize.
Jack Perry's fucking up to something. You see the
It's
way he
not
looks at the
Jack
camera?
Perry. It's Jungle Jack Perry now.
Yeah, for now. But you see the
Um,
look in his eye. He's
yeah,
scheming.
he looks like a schemy bitch. He has his entire career.
Worse now.
Um,
I
I
feel like Luchasaurus is in
Young
for it,
Bucks should
man.
probably win this. Um, I know it's well, is it Jurassic Express's first match back as a team,
I believe so.
or did they have?
Yeah, I
I'm still
believe
picking
it's
the
their
Young
first
Bucks.
match.
I think their characters right now are quite a lot of fun, which is the first time in a long time I've said that about the Young Bucks. So just because when they get money, then they can add shit to their entrances, and it's just quite entertaining to me. So I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks, but I wouldn't be surprised Jurassic Express picks up the win.
I mean, I would be surprised, frankly, if Jurassic Express did win. I mean, what is a dinosaur and his boy gonna do with $500,000? Like, what's the gimmick there?
Good question.
Jurassic Park.
I mean,
Still Jurassic
something
Park.
something to ponder. Yeah, something to ponder. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like Jack goes back with the Bucks. I feel like it's all a ruse. I feel like this is gonna be a short-lived experiment.
I hope
Yeah,
to fucking God he doesn't.
Jack holds the bag for the Bucks. I think that's kind of where it's leading,
I
I
wouldn't be
should say.
surprised if that's the case too. I think the Young Bucks win here. That was the only really dumb match. I saw it when I was looking at the list. I was like, what the fuck? How
Just
many
caught your eye. Eh?
goddamn cash matches do we need in this goddamn federation?
Tony's got a lot of fucking money. He said so
Yes, we
himself.
get it. Holy fuck. Um, for the AEW TNT Championship, Kyle Fletcher defends against Mark Briscoe.
Fletcher isn't losing this title anytime soon. Yeah,
No. Yeah, Fletcher's the hood ornament of the Don Callis family for now until he's not. People are rumbling about that changing. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Um, but it's cool that he's actually bringing the TNT Championship back to prominence. They've tried it with a couple other guys and it kind of fell flat. But I feel like they're succeeding with Fletcher, and I feel like especially after the match that Mark Briscoe had after he just beat MJF recently. I feel like, even though it's still Mark Briscoe, right? I feel like Kyle Fletcher going over Mark here would be a really big feather in his cap and a really good notch in his belt, so to say, for his TNT championship reign.
I think it's back to regularly scheduled programming of Mark Briscoe losing at a pay per view. So
Yeah,
Could argue.
not wrong.
yeah. For the World Tag Team Championships, Brodito defends against Okada and Konosuke Takeshita.
The new IWGP Heavyweight Champion Konosuke Takeshita. Let's not forget that.
Okay.
Yup.
He was able to win his G1 cash in, defeating Zack Sabre Jr. I believe Sunday. So
Hmm.
congratulations to Takeshita. Well deserved win.
Absolutely.
That being said, I think Brodito is going to keep the belts, and maybe this is where you finally get the split, because maybe Okada doesn't like seeing somebody else with that IWGP heavyweight title on their shoulder when he is the most prolific champion they've ever had.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, I like Rodito as a team. I'm starting to warm up to him. I can almost see it going the other way, though. I mean,
You don't
just
want
for
to
the sake
say
of,
Bandito's the greatest wrestler this year.
well, no, I mean, as a singular wrestler, yes, but as a team, I was like, Rodito's kind of like,
Yeah, I,
they weren't my
I can
favorite
bring it
thing.
in there. It's a weird mix.
That
I mean,
works
not to
though.
say that wrestling hasn't had good oddball tag teams, right? They were just a little too odd for my taste initially. But like you see them, eating Canadian snacks together, having this little bromance, like it stands to reason, right? I can dig it. That being said, I feel like if you pass up an Okada Takeshita tag title reign, even for a brief bit, and especially considering the ramifications of it all, I feel like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, really. And I mean, like, and so in this case, so if they split, like, is it Takeshita or is it Okada splitting from the family? I'd want to say it's Okada, but
You're probably
I
at a
don't know.
point where we can do another Takeshita face run.
No, it would make sense, I think, for
I,
Takeshita to flip out.
yeah, I mean, he's definitely the young gun in the whole mix, right? I mean, he's received a lot of comparisons to Okada in his prime already, and they're not unfounded, certainly. Um, that being said, yeah, and then that requires one of the guys in the match taking the pin, though, too, I would think, unless a DQ of some sort happens or some shenanigans are afoot. But yeah, Takeshita just won the IWGP Championship, and Okada is really starting to find his niche, his groove in AEW as Unified Champ. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Takeshita and Okada win it, even if for a brief bit. There'll be a lot of tension involved, but they're both champions already. Like, you stack more gold on them. It just, it just
Dallas
makes sense
family
to
is
me.
sounding a bit NWO-ish.
Hey,
It's been,
you guys are supposed to be quick
it's
hits,
been
guys.
get.
Who's winning?
I said it.
Brodito.
The
Yeah.
boys,
Okay, I
the
agree.
other guys.
Baseball game started. That's why I'm.
Ah,
I quit
go Jays.
match. Darby Allin versus John Moxley.
Darby via Sherpa.
Uh, Darby via explosives or vehicular manslaughter. Attempted, not, completed.
I
What
wish
about
it was.
Llama Manslaughter?
I wish it was via Sherpa. I do think Darby Allin wins, but it will not be by Sherpa, sadly. Might be by
Uh,
flamethrower.
via
Hmm.
Llama Manslaughter?
Could be. Could be.
Llama.
AEW Women's World Championship. Chris Statlander defends against Timeless Tony Storm.
They shouldn't put the title on Tony anytime soon, Chris.
Nope, they
No.
sure shouldn't.
Nope. Nope. She needs a break from it. And she probably could use a little bit of a gimmick shift on top. Chris Statlander. She needs this reign.
Are we growing weary of Timeless Tony Storm?
I still like it.
Um,
But Brandon does not like anything popular. You know this.
I never liked it to begin with. I thought it was too over the top and
it
led
was fine
into
for what it
a lot
was.
of things that wrestling swears not to try and be in the 21st century.
That's fair.
Which is what?
gratuitous
I mean,
references
I
to
know we're.
sex and violence and stuff.
Oh, that whole thing. Well, AEW's
AEW
for the
for
sickos, bud. You
the
know that.
sickos.
Yes, but
There's a kink out there somewhere for everybody, right? And Tony Storm's no exception to that.
she's good at the
People like the
role.
commercial.
It's just not a role for me. That's like my front on it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Completely
fair.
fine.
Yeah, Chris Statlander wins.
Yes.
And for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Hangman.
Oh, Hangman's not that big.
He's not.
I will.
You use that button too often for those.
Yeah, but it's a guy who clubs the shit out of you versus a guy who clubs the shit out of you.
I don't think this is
Well,
this does not meet criteria.
It's meat adjacent. It's like
very, very loosely.
Like
One
Soylent.
sided beating of the meat. Phrase.
That sounds like an average Friday night. I'm just kidding. I think Hangman is still salty about Revolution 2024. I think he gets his get back on Joe. Joe has already kind of announced his sunset run as well, in a way. So that's going to be another shitty one. They're all going away, boys.
Yep.
Samoa Joe's going to be gone. AJ's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Who else is on that list? We can talk about.
Cena.
We can speculate on who else is going to be on that list. But yeah, the
in a
Dudleys
future
are
episode,
gone.
but not today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio's probably on that list soon. You got to imagine.
yeah. Ray
Hardy.
Ray's probably going to let Dom put him down here shortly.
Mm.
I gotta see it. That's going to go that way.
And yeah, Adam
But
Page is going to win. Pretty easy decision
yes.
there. I'm sure
Yep,
there
yep.
will be 15 other matches. I will not be reviewing them next week. Unfortunately, I will not be on next week.
No, we're gonna try an
Oh.
Ope two-way.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Maybe
Real
we talk
team-
to somebody, gonna bring in a guest because we're gonna be doing it on StreamYard. Just
Yeah.
have a little pop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know how to post
Figure
that
it
all
out.
on socials and stuff, right? Hopefully.
Well, the only thing I don't have is the Spotify login, but you can just send me that whenever.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. You should have it. I think
Um,
it should be in there somewhere. Oh no, because it's linked to me. Okay, we might not post it on Spotify until I get back.
Which I could just post it on YouTube and just share that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
That works.
The YouTube will
give me
go.
an audio file. We're not gonna do video. Because
Oh, we're
posting the
not?
fucking interviews took long enough anyway. No, we're gonna do an
Right.
audio file. We're gonna keep it simple.
All
Maybe
right.
we'll have the cameras on like we do right now, but I don't want to post a video format unless we have the great Canadian with us, because the first video podcast we got to have the true Ope three-way there.
You're correct. How could I be so brash?
Bold and brash.
I'll show my face one day, guys. One day.
One day.
But, that about does it for your favorite podcast. Brandon, you got anything else?
Man, we didn't even talk about what happened on Monday. We were gonna
Oh, yeah,
we were gonna
we
talk
did.
about that a brief bit.
Yeah, Braun Breaker killed Seth Rollins.
Seth
Killed him
fucking
dead.
Rollins killed by Braun fucking
And
Breaker.
then Bronson Reed also killed Seth Rollins because Braun Breaker was like, "You're either with me or you're not," and Bronson's like, "Okay, tsunami time." And then they went to Paul Heyman
And no
and said,
Austin
"You're
Theory.
either with us or you're not." And Paul Heyman did not do anything except lift their arms up. But
And Braun held up that shiny world title, and it looked damn good.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
So if Seth is injured, now we're going to
It's a
just
big
get into
if
this
with
really
that
quickly.
guy.
If I know your opinion on this, but it does look like a legitimate injury this time, unlike
Yes,
that
I agree, but
piece of
it's
shit
still
weird knee spot. What happens to the title?
It should be vacated, and they should do some sort of tournament in the lead up. Keep Punk on one side, and then have like a 4-man tournament in the lead up. Probably LA Knight versus Jay, or Jay versus Braun. You get LA Knight and Jay, because I know you don't like it, Brandon, but Jay Uso is a main eventer and LA Knight is a main eventer. Braun Breaker, because it makes sense, and then you could put a fourth one, maybe Bronson.
I wouldn't want. So here's the thing: I'd want that match. I don't think Braun and Bronson should have a match against each other, but I also want to see Jay versus LA Knight, and you can't do it both ways, right? With only 4 people, so
So
either
I
you have
would
8 or you only have one of them, which would
do.
probably be
Well,
Braun.
do they have enough time to do 8? It's what, 3 weeks out?
Yeah, they could do next week, right? Next week is the 20th, then the 20th. No, they only have 2
Yeah,
weeks. Yeah,
Oh,
so
they got to do a 4-man
they can
tournament,
make it work.
or they just say do what they used to do. Do you guys remember where if a champion got injured, they just would randomly have a fucking battle royal? They're like, winner
That's
gets the
basically what
title.
they did over at Evolution. Like when Naomi. Well, no,
that was for a title
that's not what they did.
match.
Evolution.
That was
No,
for a title match.
That was for a
that's
title
for a
match,
title
wasn't
match.
for their
It didn't
title.
You
end up
take it out of
happening.
sequence. You take it out of sequence, and the result ends up the same. Like you have a vacated champion. There was a battle royal to determine a number one contender. The number one contender eventually gets their shot. But again, the sequence is off, but the result can still be the same. They can easily have a battle
I
royal,
know.
or they can have a gauntlet, or like they could do a format. I just prefer not to see another LA Knight J match. It's inevitable. I know. It's getting to that point now. It's kind
Have
of like the
we
Vision running in.
wait? Have we seen a
I'm just
one-on-one
like
between the two of them?
No,
not a one-on-one, just
I
a
don't think
match
we
involving the
have.
two of them.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
a one-on-one, no, but just like matches involving the two of them.
I would
That's where I
say
guess I'm at.
that this should lead to one of 3 outcomes. Either Punk gets the title for a little bit, which is fine. He's the biggest star on Raw. It makes sense. You take a swing and you give it to LA Knight, or you take a swing and give it to Braun Breaker, and
I think
that
it's too
should
early
be,
for Braun Breaker.
which is fine.
Mm,
Braun could win the Royal Rumble and then take it from Punk at Mania.
You can
But I
also
think
open up door 4 and just give it back to Gunther.
good,
with
possibly.
what the interwebs are saying, with him being the option for Cena's last match that they're
Oh,
going
come
with,
on now.
you
No
can
way.
get mad at all you want. That makes sense.
It's not mad. No, it doesn't make sense. That's why I'm saying
Uh,
it doesn't make sense. It's
how
nonsensical.
does it not make sense?
You guys been off
What?
TV for a few months.
But to be John
It's
Cena's
one
last
last
match.
monster for John to try and slay, to see if Big
Uh,
Match John can do it in his last match, and he's going to be the one guy he can't overcome. That makes sense. That story
uh,
writes itself.
uh,
The only thing that would stop that John would win that match is because the one weakness Gunther has is his own arrogance. So
you, I,
Give
I
the
get it.
title
It's
to
John
LA
Cena's match
Knight.
and it sells itself.
I'm saying
I
give
would
the
say
title to LA Knight.
LA Knight. It's LA Knight, it's Punk, or it's Braun. Those are the 3.
I think Braun's too
I'd
early when
say,
you have LA Knight right there.
yeah,
Punk
Knight would
doesn't
be
need
the one
it.
that make the most sense.
Let's give it to LA Knight. Let's give him a shot. You know.
If Punk
Swing for
wins
the fences.
if Punk wins the title again, I say he gets it again at Mania. Especially like you said, since the Chambers in Chicago, I feel the stars are aligning for something to happen pertaining to that.
Yeah.
So Punk gets his
If he doesn't
second
win the Rumble.
WrestleMania main event, a true main event in Vegas for the second go around.
A singles match
Yeah.
too,
Oh,
not a triple threat on night 1.
exactly,
Not that
exactly.
that triple threat was bad, because it was
No, it
quite
wasn't. It was
good.
probably the
No,
best match of the night, but
he still gets that criticism of like it wasn't a true main event because it didn't main event.
I don't think night 1 and night 2 are necessarily equal when it comes to main events either, quite frankly.
I
But
agree on that. Yeah.
WrestleMania's main event of WrestleMania. He's got it.
Uh.
mm.
Either way, I think that does it for our show. Brandon, you got anything else?
That was it. That was my spiel.
No, I'm glad you brought
Donnie,
that up. I got nothing else.
all right. As always, this is your favorite podcast, the Ope 3-Way, saying thanks as always. Have a beer on us, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.